Hello everyone, and welcome back for some more Devil Summoner. Starring everyone's favorite detective, Raidou Kuzunoha. Sorry, I had to kind of stretch a little bit. So, how is everyone doing? I'm doing okay. I've been a little bit tired, so, yeah. Let's go to Kasumidai to talk to the contact which Tae is supposed to meet up with. Fancy smanchy looking place with lots of guards. And we're here. Have you been to Kasumidai before, Raidou? This is the center of our country, where politicians and military brass get together. Did you say military brass? This is where he wanted to meet, but I don't see him. Nobody stands up Kisho Asakura. Could you be a dear and take a look around for me? The mysterious caller described himself as having a mole on his cheek. I'm sure he's nearby. This seems like an awfully public place to discuss military secrets at. And the fact that the military brass hang out here, this just seems a little bit too, well, yeah, public. Oh, poor little guy. I know the trick. While bringing in someone who can actually take the hits. And I'm stuck in the corner. Oh my god. Yeah, taking the hits like a champ. Yeah, so there's also a thing that I want to tell you guys about. I'll just try to keep it short, since I'll also be providing a link in the description for it. Basically, a link to a blog post explaining it in detail. But so basically the thing is that I recently bought a PSP, because there's been some games I've been looking forward to play for that console. Yeah, and the console should actually arrive sometime next week. So basically there's a few games I've been wanting to play, and one of them happens to be SMT Persona. You know, the remake of the first Persona game which came out sometime last year. Yeah, I guess I just changed my mind about that. I know I've been saying before that I haven't really planned to play through that game, but I guess I just want to. I have been deprived of SMT games for too long, I guess. What am I talking about? No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But basically, so I bought, I bought the PSP model, which has an AV output on it, which basically means that you can play PSP games on your TV. So basically, I want to see what the picture quality is like when you play a PSP game on the TV. And depending on it, whether it's good enough or not, I might or might not play through the first Persona game as a future LP project in the future. But yeah, I have still to. I still need to get the console and the cables and all that, so for now I can't really tell you about it, but once I see with my own eyes whether the quality is good enough, I might or might not play through that game as a future LP project, basically. But yeah, I'll also talk about that on the blog post. I'll post a link to, so you don't necessarily have to listen to me talking about it too much in this playthrough session, this recording session. So besides the Persona remake, there's also a game called Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions, which seems to be actually a re-release of, or not quite a re-release, but like it's like a port of the original Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation. And I've heard so many good things about that game, and it's a strategy RPG. So yeah, I thought that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that game as well. And also the first Final Fantasy games which came out. Heck, I might even buy Chrono Trigger, although I've already played it. But yeah, I just like that game so much. Basically, it just came down to that the PSP has several good RPGs for it. You know, I could have decided between a Vita and a PSP, but I just went for the PSP because it's cheaper, I guess. Yeah, the Vita is just... you have to buy the console, and then you have to buy memory cards, and then you can buy the games. And the games themselves are, you know, not too bad price-wise, but it would have came down to a lot of money just to play games. Comparatively, if I would have just bought a PSP. Oh, that guy is standing in the way. We'll never find that mole man with this stiff in the way. Which means our first task is to find a way to get rid of him. Let's get the lowdown from the other soldiers. We might learn something useful. What other good games except the RPGs I've been mentioning are there? I know that Valkyria Chronicles 2 came out for that console. But I have the first Valkyria Chronicles, but I haven't finished it, so I'll probably have to wait to buy that one. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for good PSP games, yeah, I don't mind if you drop me some suggestions in the comments. Because I haven't actually looked at that many games, I just looked at RPGs, so there might be some good games I've been missing. Possibly. Well, there's also some good games coming out for the 3DS. Might have to buy that console as well at some point. Because, let's face it, I want to play through SMT 4. And I want to play through the Devil Survivor games. And I also seen some other games for the 3DS, which might be worth a purchase, maybe. I kind of want to wait for more games to come out for that one, though, before I decide whether I buy it or not. But eventually I'll play through the Devil Survivor games and SMT4 at some point. I just don't know when. Yeah, you don't really actually see people playing handheld consoles anymore around here. So I used to see people playing like the PSP on the bus on the way to school. But since I live in the city now, I don't really... Well, you mostly see people sitting on the bus and playing with their phones, but not actually handhelds like the PSP or Vita or 3DS. So I would probably just play the PSP at home or somewhere. Okay, so can... You saw that cannon on the way here, right? Keep your hands off. A rookie cadet set it off without knowing it was the relief signal, and they threw him in the brig. The confusion meant none of the guards were at their posts. Kazumidai was completely vulnerable. Vulnerable. Is that a fact? So the cannon is a signal for the guards, huh? Useful to know. Alright, so... I think I must have missed the cannon because I didn't see it. So we just fire off the cannon and that should get rid of the guy standing in the front of the army headquarters, I suppose. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'm actually kind of semi-proud of actually making use of this tactic. Blocking shots which are supposed to land on my demon, just to save her or him from taking damage. Hehe. Something you haven't really been able to do in any of the other games, ever. Yeah, kind of proud. But I guess that most people actually figure those things out. But yeah, I don't know. It comes down to play style, but... You know what? I don't remember if any of the games, SMT games, actually have a feature like where you can block and... No, wait, I think you actually can. I do remember it from somewhere, but... Huh. This cannon is always kept ready to fire. Unauthorized personnel are forbidden to... Okay. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Get a demon with ignite, and she or he will light the fuse. Wait a minute. Is it possible? I'm actually applying logic here, and it's working in a video game. They're actually falling for it. Okay. Well, now we can head for the guard box, apparently. Let's do it. Oh no. Oh crap. I love poison. Meow. To you too.